Yo, this wind is a little bit windy today. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Um, it's Therapy Day, so you know what that means. We're gonna go into the Berg and get some therapy. How you do? And I know it's been actually 3 weeks since the last one because I had to reschedule last week. Just wasn't feeling super great. But yeah, so life is fucking weird. Life is fucking weird. So just to, update you guys, whatever's going on. I have no idea what's going on. The I've had having a thing with fucking Comcast. I have been with Comcast, including living with my parents as a kid and everything. I've been with Comcast for over 40 years. So fucking long ago that it was Adelphia. And they still had those like little tan brown boxes with no remote control to sit up on top of your TV, the ones without the, even before the coaxial connectors on them, the ones that had those like little clips that you had to screw into the back of the TV, you know what I'm talking about. That's how long we've been with Comcast. And then when I got my first apartment, of course, I got Comcast. I needed internet. I needed cable TV, so I got Comcast. Ah, shit. Now it's starting to rain, too. And unlike the action cameras, this one is not waterproof. So I'm stepping under here. Anyway, so let me figure this out. Here, I'm going to hop on the scooty. So, anyway, I had my phone was with them for like the past couple years, and then recently, hold on, bear with me a sec. It's because my homie's in a lot of pain, and feel bad for my dude. Pain is it's pain. He's definitely in a lot of pain. All right, so anyway, what I'm saying. So anyway, so I had a Comcast mobile Xfinity whatever mobile plan, and for the past couple years. And I decided, I wasn't very happy with their service anymore. And so I decided I was going to switch to Verizon. And I did. I switched to Verizon. I switched on February 26th. And they finally, they wouldn't release my number until March 4th. And then finally they did. I got emails and texts and everything saying, that I had finished paying off the devices, the contract was finished, everything, because it was, and I did. So then a couple weeks later, I got a message saying that your auto pay will be deducted on April 2nd. Like, what the fuck? So I looked at it, and sure enough, they were going to charge me a whole nother month after I'd already canceled the service. And so I got on the phone with them. I finally got them to agree to a refund, which they never gave me. So, but I looked on the account and it said $0 owed or whatever. And so I was like, okay, well, it sorted itself out, well, that was before they actually charged me the money. And so I'm, getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Anyway, so then after that, that's when they charged me, and I got on the phone with them and, basically demanded a refund, which they said they were going to give me. They didn't give me. And, I was trying to report that as a fraudulent charge with the bank. And my dad is like, well, no, here, I'll give you the money to pay it, and, we'll just be done with it, and all right, whatever, it's your money. So then a couple of days later, I get another message from Comcast saying they're going to bill me again on May the 2nd, 2 months after I canceled the service, and they're still charging me for the fucking service. So they won't also, I can't access the mobile account because I don't have a mobile account anymore. And so I can't remove my card from their auto pay system. So I just lost my debit card. I'm going to report it lost and get a brand new one and fuck them. And as a matter of fact, I am also, because they're also this month, they are doubling the cost of my internet bill, even though I haven't changed a fucking thing on the plan. So I'm not going to update the card for the internet plan either, because they're not the only game in town where I currently live. So I am switching to Glow Fiber and fuck Comcast. They could take that money right out of their own ass or something, whatever. I don't know. They can go to hell, eat shit, fucking die for all I fucking care. What they're doing is illegal, but the bank won't do nothing about it. There's really nothing I'm going to be able to do about it other than bitch and fucking complain. So I'm going to do what I can do, which is cancel the card that they have to bill me on and switch services to another fucking place. And I'm going to be done with Comcast from now on. Next play. Unfortunately, Verizon does not have their internet plan available here, which I prefer the Glow Fiber anyway because it's fiber. Comcast doesn't offer fiber out here either. So I'm going to, go with them. And then if I end up having to move again eventually and end up in a place where there is no Glow Fiber, I'll just hope that they have Verizon or somebody else, and fuck Comcast. After 40 fucking years, this is how they treat their long-term customers. I'm fucking done. I am fucking done. So that's the biggest drama that's been going on here these past few weeks. And to top that off, Verizon is also overcharging me already. But I'm going to get that paid, and then hopefully they'll be charging me what they promised they'll charge me from month to month, after I get the activation fees and all of that paid. We'll see about it. Because, they're another big conglomerate thing that if they rip me off, there's not going to be much I can do about it. I know this, though. I am never going to fucking sign up for another goddamn auto pay with anybody ever again. Because, then they're going to take the money out whenever they want, including after I've unsubscribed from their fucking service, That shit is rude. And highly illegal. It's just, ain't nobody going to do nothing about it. Yeah. Let's see, what else is going on with me? Not much in the way of video projects. I'm waiting for it to get a little bit warmer again. It was pretty warm yesterday, actually. I thought it was going to rain yesterday, so I didn't bother with it. But it turned out yesterday would have been a great day for a ride along. So we didn't do it because I thought it was going to rain. Today, like I said, starting this out, this wind is a little bit windy. And I don't mean the girl in my basement. I mean, the wind is windy. But we are going to do a couple more ride-alongs. Oh, yeah, for my birthday, I almost, or at least the plan was, that I even shot the intro and everything. We were going to go to Stanton to see my mom at Thorn Rose. And I was going to do the medicine bag, finish making my medicine bag and do that video. But that never materialized because it was just too cold and groggy, and it was raining on and off. So instead, we just went to Applebee's, and I did not have a good time in Applebee's. I mean, the burger was good, but like, like they were trying to like, I don't know, like all the people who work in Applebee's are fucking yuppies, and like they're like trying to get me the fuck out of there as quick as they could. It was so goddamn obvious. And then I ordered the burger. I told them up front, hey, I do want an extra patty on it. I don't mind paying the extra $5 for it, but no onions, no tomatoes. He's like, all right. He wrote it all down. It had onions and tomatoes on it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not coming back here anymore. I mean, I'm not deathly allergic to the onions, but it's, it's only the raw onions that I have a problem with. But, it's not fun breaking out in hives either. It's just, that's no fun. It's, for clarification, I don't think it's actually the onions that I'm allergic to, and that's why it's only raw onions, because it's something to do with an amino acid. And then that amino acid, when you cook it, you fry it, whatever, then the amino acid is cooked out of it. So, because I've had like caramelized onions and onion rings and stuff like that, and been just fine. As a matter of fact, it had those, what do you call them, like the crispy onion things up on the top, and those were fine. I just took off the raw dogs, the raw onions, or whatever. Something that, like, actually just kind of happened that I found surprisingly empowering, or whatever, and caution, because, I'll try to keep it as undescriptive as possible and very brief, but NSFW or whatever. I just got to give somebody advice, recommendation, whatever you want to call it, for anal sex. And I thought, that made me feel good. That made me feel good. And I don't mean like that, but it made me feel good to be able to help and give somebody advice on that. Okay, NSFW part over. It really wasn't that NSFW, just saying. But it made me feel good inside. And not there, not that, but you know what I mean. But, yeah. So I'm trying to think what else, so we are, going to be doing some more ride-alongs here once the weather gets warmer again, which is going to be very soon. I mean, like, probably either within a few days or a week or something, I think next week is pretty much supposed to be all upper 70s and 80s. So, we're probably going to be having those ride-alongs here very, very soon. And, 420 is coming up. We might do a 420, something for 420. I was going to do the other night, I was going to do a what's in my weed bag video. And I ended up not doing it. But, maybe I'll do that here in a couple days, or maybe I'll save that and do that on 420. I don't know. No promises on doing anything on 420, because I am going to be fucked up. I went back to the market and re-upped my medicine. This past Saturday. It was a couple days ago. So what I ended up getting like another ounce of sugar this time. And as I got 2 bags of Eddies, which each bag has 10 pieces of candy, and each piece is like 100 millis. And 100 millis. And what else there was? Oh, yeah, and I got 2 more disposables, too. Plus, I've still got, plenty of flour, and I've still got a couple nugs left of those moon rocks and stuff. And I still got those Anita Mascara mushroom gummies and stuff and more. I've still got shit left on the old disposables, too. So, I'm planning on 420. We're just going to get fucked up. And when I go get my groceries today, I'm going to try to get my own, put together my own Easter basket. Not really a basket, just, some chocolate. Because, 420's on Easter, baby. You got to get them bunnies and eat the eyes first. That's what Ernest would do, eat the eyes first. Hey, Vern, I like to eat the eyes first. I don't think he said Vern, but whatever. And tomorrow, oh shit, they moved the picnic table around on me. So now I have to squeeze through here. But yeah, so tomorrow we're going back to UVA. It's that time of the year. Time to go get my MRI done again. And here comes Dad right now. Not to go to UVA, but to go to my therapy. So pause, and I will either pick this up before my appointment outside, or I will finish this after the appointment. I'll see you in a minute. I have bill collectors blowing my phone up, and they're not going to get no money. They is not going to get no money from me. They can take me to court for it if they want, but they're not getting no money from me. Comcast is not getting no money from me either. They will kiss my, as my late mother used to say, they can kiss my fucking patootie, or whatever. They ain't getting no money from me. If they want money, they can, well, okay, I'm not gonna say it, because I'm sure that a whole bunch of you get tired of hearing me talk like that, but if they want that money, then they can earn that money. Comcast ain't getting shit from me. These bill collectors ain't getting shit from me, except for my middle finger. That's how I feel about it. Fuck them. I'm just making sure the active track is still working. Anyway. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot to mention while we were still at the apartments. I don't even remember where I was. I was talking about UVA. So we're going back to UVA tomorrow. It has been 1 year since my last MRI, and now it's time to go get another one. I think it's going to be a bunch of nothing, really, even though, I'll be gone all day or whatever. But I haven't noticed any hearing loss. I still have those, what do you call it, random, not really buzzing sound, but like beep kind of sound. But like it usually comes and goes away within like a minute or two. Kind of like those, what do you call them, flashing headaches, whereas it's just a excruciating pain in the side of your head, and then it's gone like 5 seconds. Those are fucking crazy, man. But, the beeping in my ear, or whatever you want to call it, is kind of the same. It's there, and then it's gone. And then my hearing is fine again. I still feel like my hearing is still well above the median or whatever. I could still pick out 500 hertz, and that's what's important. So, yeah. And, I was thinking, realizing, speaking of, my hearing, I never did do that video on my new bass. I really should, but I get like no traction with any of that shit. I mean, like, so just I don't know. I guess that's part of my like mental state or whatever. Sometimes everything just kind of feels pointless, but that's where it's at. So I might do like extra vlog or whatever tomorrow, probably after the appointment, maybe before the appointment, but I don't know. because my first appointment tomorrow is like 9:40 in the morning, and I don't think I'm gonna be awake enough by 9:40, and we have to leave much earlier than that. We got to leave like 8 o'clock or something like that, because, we got to cross. If you don't already know this about me, I am like smack dab up in the Shenandoah Valley, and so to get to UVA, we got to cross the whole goddamn mountain, and it's not fun. And it takes time. Good. They always want you to be there early. So we're just gonna be going. It's just early in the morning. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get up and get dressed and brush my hair and all that by 8 o'clock in the morning, but we do what we got to do. Me and Keychains is getting along graciously, if you're wondering. Nobody asked, but I'm telling you. I turn around and see how blue that sky is. That's a nice blue sky. Look at that. Look at that. Because I know you're probably all tired of sitting here looking at my ugly ass. But you chose to watch the video. It said vlog. You know what it's about. You know what it is. So why the hell are you here when you don't want to see my ugly ass? Well, to be fair, my ugly face. If you saw my ass, you'd probably just think it was some nasty-looking mulberry pancakes. I don't know. Or maybe that's your kink. Maybe that's your kink. Your kink is mulberry pancakes. In which case, I'm probably your guy. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah. So I'm just killing some time before the appointment. Oh shit! Something just flew over. It got a little bit dark all of a sudden. Just like a little bit darker. Not really dark, but darker. Yeah, so let's see. Talked about UVA, talked about Comcast bitch asses, and I'm hungry. I had 2 pieces of chicken and mashed potatoes for breakfast, but I'm hungry again now. I am hungry. I want to go back to McDonald's and get that 40-piece. If you don't have the McDonald's app, you should probably download that shit, because they got a deal going on right now. It's basically 2 20 pieces for the price of one, and oh my God, man, that is so great. And for me, that's like 2 nights worth of food. That's 40 McNuggets for shit. I lost my train of thought there. 40 McNuggets for like $8. Unfortunately, at my McDonald's, the Blue Fanta machine is still broke. It's been broke for like a month now, and they are breaking my fucking heart, man. They are breaking my heart with that shit. I need my Blue Fanta. I am going through Blue Fanta withdrawals. I need my Blue Fanta, and I'm not getting it, And I'm going to burn this whole place down if I don't get my Blue Fanta. I'm kidding. Not seriously. I ain't going to burn nothing down but the weed in my apartment. I will burn the shit out of that. Let's see, what else? I could just go by Burger King and get their, cherry or strawberry Fanta. Don't get me wrong, strawberry Fanta, you know me, strawberry Fanta is life. Especially since they don't do the strawberry Big K in the cans no more. But the food at Burger King is a completely different story. The McDonald's where I live is actually pretty good. As a matter of fact, I would go as far as to say is one of the best McDonald's I've ever eaten at. The Burger King, not so much, Sometimes I feel like the food at Burger King is like making me sick. Whereas the McDonald's food, is good. I like I get you'd call it the quarter pounder, like where you add a couple extra patties to the double quarter pounder. But at that point, it's not a quarter pounder anymore. It's a pound, and that shit is good. That shit is all gravy. Well, it's not gravy. It's a burger, but it's really fucking good. But that's what I'd normally get. But right now, that deal with the nuggets is just too good. So I eat up all the nuggies. I eat up all of them chicken McNuggies. That should be a song. That should be my next song, is eating up them chicken McNuggies. Eating up the nuggies. Matter of fact, I just had a discussion with my dads about how the chicken nuggies are probably better than like eating the frozen pizzas and like the Easy Mac and all of that shit. And he's like, yeah, ain't much nutritious about all of that. And I'm like, but to be fair, probably ain't nothing nutritious about them fucking chicken nuggies either. But they good. They good, especially with the what's it called, the spicy buffalo or whatever. Except really, it's more like a creamy buffalo. But the buffalo dip that you can get for the McNuggies is actually good. And I'm not big on buffalo sauces because, usually buffalo sauce is like all the heat but no flavor. But those buffalo dipping sauces at McDonald's are actually pretty flavorful. It'd be really cool, though, if they had like a sriracha dip. I like the sriracha. Because that's traditionally, how I view it is like Texas Pete is all of the flavor but no heat. And then buffalo is usually like all of the heat with no flavor, whereas sriracha is like right in that sweet spot. Mix the sriracha in with a little bit of the Tabasco pepper sauce, and oh my God, that's good eating right there, baby. Well, I mean, that's the sauce. The good eating is the food you put it on. But you know what I'm saying. It'll make even crawdads taste good. I'm saying, though. And it's like the only time I ever ate crawdads was when I was in Alabama with my dad's friend Jack. And, he got me eating crawdads, and I loved it. But it wasn't the crawdads that were good. It was the Dreamland barbecue sauce that we were dipping them in. If you know anything about Tuscaloosa, Alabama, baby, then you know about Dreamland barbecue. That's good shit right there. That is good shit. So yeah, it wasn't the crawdads that was good. It was that Dreamland barbecue sauce we was dipping them in. All right, well, I can't think of anything else pertinent to add. I'm just kind of standing outside of my therapy office, waiting for my appointment and jerking off. I'm sorry. I said that to my brother the other day, and he's like, you probably shouldn't be telling me that. And I'm like, dude, ease up. I'm joking. I'm joking. I am not literally sitting on my porch and jerking off, It's a joke. Calm down. Oh, shit. I see the blue lights. They done got somebody or something. Not my business, but, Anyway, hooty hoot, booty boot, scooty scoot. I'm going to wrap this up, and I guess I will see all of yous. Well, hold on. I'm just trying to be nosy right here, but I can't because there's a whole bunch of other cars in the way. All right. Well, thank you all for, watching, keeping up with me, even though I'm not making much content really worth watching it right now. But, thanks for watching anyway, babies. I love yous, and I'll see you in whatever the next thing is. It might be, like I said, I'll probably don't get your hopes up, maybe film a little bit, while we're at UVA tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, I love you. I'll see you in the next one, babies. Bye.